So, the requested one, I should say. How to hang your chains on your truck and how to use them. Why not? It's a nice day today. Let's check it out. So, I'm going to preface this video by saying this, okay? I know with my company and their affiliates that it's not required, okay? You don't have to chain up. If it's not safe to drive, you park it, okay? That being said, if you do chain your truck up, it is to get out of a situation, not into it. Never chain your truck to get into trouble. You only chain up your truck to get out of trouble. I have chained this truck up several times, but trust me, I got caught. All right, I do all my pre-tripping the exact same way. I check my weather, I check traffic, all of that. So what does that mean? That means I got caught by something that was not expected. Snoqualmie, Eisenhower, those change. The weather up there changes so dramatically and so quickly that where I pre-tripped and did everything for my pre-plans that morning, by the time I got there 3, 4, 5 hours later, it had completely changed and you get caught. Now, that's where chaining up becomes critical, because you don't drive into a situation with your chains on. You put your chains on to get out of that situation into someplace safe so that you can park and shut it down. This video is just to show you how to set it up and how to do it. Please do not drive beyond your abilities. Period. Point blank, end of statement. If you're not sure you know how to do it, then don't. If you need to know how to chain up to get out, there are ways to do it, including YouTube as you're seeing here, or you can ask the local law enforcement, and they have what they call a chain gang, and they will be coming out, and for a fee, they will chain your truck up for you to get you out of a situation so that you can, you'll be told how to do it and how to, remove the chains when you get there, but they'll chain up for you and make sure it's right, and then you get down the road. So there is that aspect of it. All right, so let's go ahead and cover the rules of chains. Rule 1, don't drive into something with your chains on. You don't drive into it. You don't chain up to get into and out of a situation. You get out of it, you take the chains off, and you park. Right? Never drive beyond your abilities. Rule 2, maximum 15 to 18 miles per hour. Anything more than that, you're willing to throw you're more likely to throw the bungee, and your chains come separated, they're going to do nothing but damage and can wrap on in your butt spacing, or even worse, get up in the brake chambers and such. Just be careful with it. 3, I'm only covering the chains with cams on them. All right, you have different kinds. Some of them are cables and whatnot. For that, you need to go, I don't even have a recommendation on where to go to get that information. I can only go over cam chains, and they're going to be 285 and 275 on the width, and I want to say 85, 75 on the height. So 285 are, what is it? I don't even have it written down or anything, but it's standard high profile truck tires. Okay, so there's that. Rule 3 is, once you're clear of a situation, take the chains off. Do not ride on regular road, pavement, whatever, with your chains on. Okay, with that being said, though, if you're coming out of a situation, whatnot like that, and you look in your mirrors, because you're always going to be in your mirrors, you're in your mirrors and you look and you see a couple little sparks here and there, that's okay. When you're driving down the road and all of a sudden it looks like the 4th of July showing up from under your truck, you've cleared it. Pull over at the next available area and get them off, because they will destroy a road in a heartbeat. All right. right? So the basic rules: don't chain up to drive into trouble, only drive out. 15 to 18 miles an hour max. And don't drive on non-ice or snow covered road, because it becomes a hazard both to the road, your trucks, and the tires. Okay, so let's go ahead and step outside. I have a bag of chains, and we'll just start from the beginning. Good times. Of course, I say something about how nice the day is. Here comes the rain, right? But of course the rain comes after we got our layout done. So let's go over here and talk about this. This is a standard chain rack. I will show you how to hang chains a little bit. Those are your chains laid out. We'll get over that in a second. But here you go, bag of chains. 2-piece bag, means there's 2 chains inside of it, and a wrench, a cam wrench. These are the standards: 285, 75, R, 22.5. So they're all 22.5 except for the 275 80s. They're 24.5. But 285, 275, 295, 275, that's the standard ones, all right? There you go. So let's get this bag opened up and see what's inside. So here we are, got our bag opened up, and the first thing we see is our chains, right? So let's just go ahead and grab this and drop it. There we go. Pick it up. Trash not on the ground, trash goes in the truck. This is a cam wrench. Short end, long end. Done to roll, so this is gonna be quick. We'll get back to this in a minute. Let's go ahead and look at our layout. When you're laying out chains for the first time, they're gonna come and they're gonna be all kinds of discombobulated. You're looking for 2 ends. This end has what they call tails. And you want the tails. Now if you look right here, they're all the same. You want them up. You see these little teeth? You want them up. So let's flip it over and get it up. Like that. Let's go down here because we're gonna have a good time with this one, I think. The other end, haha, lucky us. The other end has hooks, no tails. So we're looking for both hooks. Right there, look at that. So give me a second and we'll straighten this out and I'll show you what we got. All right, we got a standard layout. Hooks, tails. And if you look, the cams, when this is a cam, if I'm looking from the front of my tractor to the back, they're on the right. The right is the driver's side. Guess where this chain would go if I leave it just the way it is? It'll go on the driver's side, right? Let me lay out the other one real fast. But what we want to see is, it looks like a ladder, and all of these are flipped, so these teeth are top. All right, here we are. See, last chain is laid out. Cams are on the left. Left side on here, passenger side. All right, so let's get into hanging. I did that for a reason. If you look, driver's side, passenger side. When I hang the chains, you'll see. All right, and we're gonna put you right here. All right, so now you're looking back. My chain rack is right here. Let me get a driver's side chain and we'll show you how we're gonna do this. Driver's side chain, you take it and you hang it in each loop, making sure that you don't get too close to the ground. See, the look. That's how you want it to look. One loop, second loop. Now we're going to bring it back on itself and go back to the first loop right here. So let me do them and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, so let's go and look at what we did over here. Driver's side. One chain between these 2 hooks. One chain between these 2 hooks. The only hook that should have all 4 chains touching it is this one. All right, so there's right now there are 3 chains on here, 4 chains on here, and you can see they're on there quite comfortably. I'm sorry, 4 chains on this one, 3 on here, because now I'm gonna go back here and show you how it's set up. There you go, look. Cams on the outside, and the teeth, these teeth are on the outside. That way when you're driving down the road, they're not biting into the tire and gonna blow your sidewall out. And if you look, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 cams. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is right there. Okay? You're gonna drive forward. Make sure that chain is tucked as tight as you can. Drive forward until it just pops out the backside where this one is. When you do that, this chain is gonna get raised up. Hook to the tail. That hook will go in this tail. The other hook will go in the other tail. They'll be behind the here so you can do it. All right? The other option is to tuck that in tight and back up on it. All right? But then the same process. If you get 12-inch bungees, once you cam these down, let me get a cam wrench. And yes, it's raining like a bastard out here. So I'm taking one for the team, but the way you're gonna cam this is, you see the chain here, you want this to swivel and lock it like that. Demonstrate one more time, because I don't think that was on the camera. You're gonna put the cam in, or the cam wrench, and you're gonna swivel it so that this thing moves. So on the passenger side, it's gonna go to the rear. On the driver's side, it will go to the front. All right, that's how you lock your cams. You lock all 4 cams. Once all 4 cams are locked, then you're gonna, if you have a 12-inch strap or a bungee, you will bungee from here to here. From in front of this cam to behind this cam. Here to here. So on and so forth. Right? Do your cams, do your bungees. If you have 18-inch bungees, you can actually go from in between cams all the way across. 22-inch, you can get an 18-inch bungee to go between. There's your bungees. You can, if you're Crete and Schaefer, you can actually get these bungees from any shop. Okay, these are actually good ones, 21-inch. You want to try to get 3 per set of chains. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go over real fast, talk about what you need to do when you need to chain up. See that lightning? I'm out here doing stupid shit, but it's so y'all know. 1 chain on the outside, 1 chain on the outside. Those are required. A tail chain or drag chain is always required. If you have to chain up and you have a trailer, you will put a drag chain. It is preferred that the drag chain is on that axle. Again, only on the outer tire. Drag chain, drive chain, drive train. Chain, drive chain, see? So now, I'm gonna take that one off and hang it. Look at that, it's nasty out here in Kingman, Arizona, boy. Woo! But there you go, see? And one of the things you might want to pay attention to is if you do crisscross the bungees, not to go over that button. That is your release for your hub cover. So either take them off, which I don't recommend, or just make sure that you don't get put on them. All right, so I'm gonna take this chain off, and because it's on the passenger side, I'm gonna hang it on that one. In fact, it's gonna go between here and here. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. Pick this up. We're gonna pull the chain off like this. Pick it up, get it halfway. There we go. And we're gonna let it fall, because I need this one. This is the top. Okay? And we're gonna just lay it in all the way and drop that first link. Go down to where it's just above the ground. Pick it up. And you're gonna put this one on the middle. Make sure it goes all the way back. I'm sorry if you're getting motion sickness, guys, but one-handed. Again, right there. Making sure it's not on the ground. And then we're gonna pick it up, lay it in the middle. See, now we still got some right here on the ground, right? Pick that up, put that one right there. Make sure this closes all day long. Now, 4 chains on each side. 1 chain, 2 chain, 3 chains, right? On each side. You have 1 spare. Now, some shops will give you 5 bags, 10 chains, 2 sets of spares. It's up to you if you use them or not. So, now that we got that done, something's missing. Somebody can just steal my chains, right? I don't want nobody stealing my chains. Let me solve that problem. Go up here. They got this anti-theft device that was invented because, well, you got dishonest people, right? But Master makes the best of them. Clickety click. Ain't that some shit? Now, we'll put this on there, but once I get into inclement weather, I'll go ahead and put this down. Once I get into some inclement weather, get that like that. What I'm gonna do is be spraying this thing heavily with WD-40. Spray it up here, spray it at the bottom of the keyhole thing. And you turn it in, that'll also help. But we're gonna take a step back and look to ensure that nothing is on the ground. We're gonna kick our chains a little bit here. All right, kick them. And then step back again and look and make sure nothing is touching the ground. Whew. The things I do for you guys, man. Knowledge is power, and I'm trying to give it away. Call it Empowerment Day or something. All right, get rid of our trash. Take a walk with me real fast. We're gonna go to the other side. Thanks to the Loves people for letting me do this in their parking lot. Although everybody pretty much thought I was damn crazy because, well, thunderstorm. But I don't care. So, just gonna look down the driver's side. And remember, it's the same thing as the other side. You're gonna want your cams out here, and you're gonna want those teeth on the outside so they don't bite into your tires. All right, and when you take them off, I know you're gonna be tired, wrecked, and every damn thing else, right? When you take them off, try to be somewhat neat and organized about it, because you don't know when you're gonna have to do it again. And that, sir, or ma'am, can be a damn problem. Let's wrap this one up in the truck. That'll wear you out. And just think, I ain't cold, and it ain't traffic and snowing around me. So, what did we learn? You're not gonna wanna do this unless you have to. Pre-trip, always check your conditions before you drive. If you got to be putting chains on, it's because you got caught, and it needs to be a surprise. But now you know how to do it, and you know how to get out of your situation. So just remember, what I give you to help. I hope you take it and put it in your toolbox and use it as such. But just remember the rules, okay? Never drive into a situation with chains on, get out of it. Use them only to get out of it. Maintain your speed between 15 and 18 miles an hour. That's your safe traveling speed, okay? Always be in your mirrors. If you see a lot of sparks show up all of a sudden, you're on dry ground. Start looking for a place to take them off safely. All right, and then third is something else that I can't remember off the top of my head, but when you get them off, stow them. Try to stow them correctly, and when you, I know people don't want to do this, all right? I don't want to do it. I do it as least often as I can. But when you get to an area that's not snow-ridden and everything like that, inspect your chains if you've used them. You're looking for broken links and stuff like that, anything that can damage them or make them not usable. Trade them in with your company and get another set, okay? I know it's a pain in the butt, but trust me, it sure beats the option of sitting on the side of the road paying a chain gang $175 to come over there and put your chains on or whatever like that. Or worse yet, you're sitting on the side of the road with a blown tire because you put them on wrong or something, okay? play this back slowly and you'll have no problem. I promise. All right, my name is Rob, and let's just have ourselves a nice, safe winter. All right, keep it rubber side down, shiny side up in between the lines. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you same day normally, but as soon as possible. And do me a favor, guys, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. If you found it helpful, somebody else will too. All right, thank you guys. Have a great day.